Hello everybody, thought I'd come out for a ride today, and I'm in Brandon, and from a motorist point of view, what a godforsaken hole this is. It desperately needs a bypass. If there's ever a place that needs a bypass, that's this one. It don't matter what time of day you come through here, it's solid traffic. And that's a pain in the arse. But the rest of the place I can't really say about because I don't live here. I know some people that do. They're lovely people and they enjoy living here. So, but apart from that, as I say, it's from a motorist point of view, it's a shithole. But never mind, we'll soon be through it, hopefully. And yeah, I thought I'd have a ride over to Castle Acre and do another video over there. I went over there when I first started vlogging actually, and I'd got my little drift, and I hadn't done the mic adaptation on it, and I put the video onto YouTube, so I've had quite a few views on it, but a lot of the time all you can hear is wind noise, which is not very good. And I didn't realise at the time when I uploaded it that not all of it uploaded, and I've been wanting to come back over here and do another one, and I've had a few ideas in my head of what to do, you know, for a video, but I'm thinking it's going to be a bit long, so I'll just go and have a look and see what comes about. Because what I'd got in mind was doing one of where I spent the first close on 10 years of my life. I was about 3 when we moved to Castle Acre, or a little hamlet just outside Castle Acre actually called Wicken. I lived up there until I was 10, and my dad changed his job and we went to live in Red Lodge near Newmarket, and I've been out that way ever since. I don't live in Red Lodge now, thankfully. That's one of them places that it was a lovely little village, you know. There was the A11 ran straight through it. You had all the transport calves, you've got all the truckers pulled in there, and you had a nice heathland and pond, and us kids used to spend hours over there. But like everything, farmers get greedy, they sell all the land off and up go the buildings, and of course then in come the crime. But luckily I met my good lady when I did, and you know, I moved away from Red Lodge, only about 5 miles up the road, but I moved out, and best move I ever made, I think. Where we are now, we've got a little farm one side and fields all around us. We've got a neighbour, if there's a bird out there, she's out there looking to see what it is. She don't miss a trick, you know. Anybody's out there, she's there. I mean, she's better than any guard dog or anything you could ever have. And she's a lovely woman, so we're lucky really as to where we're living now. But yeah, so I thought I'd come over here and just do another video and just have a look around Castle Acre really. So it's a lovely little village, but again, I mean, there's people there that say, oh, I don't like living here, don't like living here. But I mean, we didn't mind it. But then, having said that, it was 1974 when we moved away, and I know a lot has changed since then. A hell of a lot has changed, but there's still a lot of the old places still there, you know, and the old features that we used to see and do as we was kids. There's the castle, the priory. I mean, they'll be there for, I don't know how old they are. They go back to medieval times. Castle, well, they're all both ruins now, but it's nice just to go up there and have a look and reflect on what it was like when you was there as a kid, and just have a general look around the place, you know. So that's what I'm up to today. The weather has been nice for the last couple of days, and I've been stuck at work, and that's been bloody cold in the mornings. There was a good sharp frost this morning, so I waited. I don't know what time it is now, 20 past 12. I left mine about 12 o'clock time, just before, and yeah, I thought come up and have a look. Now the weather is nice, the bike, you know, I've seen a few bikes out, the roads are nice and dry. It's come close on 10 degrees I'd say at the moment, and it's nice just to get out. I mean, the snowdrops are up, crocuses are up, I've seen daffodils in flower. You know, it's now coming to that point of year where the weather is now going to start, or I hope it's going to start getting better. But having said that, it'll probably snow next week, but never mind. The way I look at it is, what's today's, I don't know, 17th, 18th, I ain't got a clue. I know we're 2/3 of the way through February. We're March next month. I think that's a couple of weeks away, not far away, week and a half, something like that, I don't know. I haven't got a clue what the dates are, you know, but anyway. So the way I look at it is, the weather can only get warmer now. It can only get better. So we'll have the ride outs, and looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting away with my caravan. I've got some jobs to do on that, and yeah, so I'm gonna just have a ride through now, and I'll switch my camera back on to record when I get into Castle, or near into Castle Acre, and I'll point a few things out as I'm going through, and I'll see what sort of video I can put together. If I do put one, I hope you'll enjoy it. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's just a reflection on my life, and you know, where I spent the first few years of my life. Some will find it interesting, some will find it boring, but I mean, yeah, if you get stuck for something to do on a video, then yeah, that's a thought. I mean, if you're not too far away from where you grew up and you want to ride out, go back, have a look, make a video, and that'll be nice, you know, for people to see where you grew up. So that's what I'm going to do. Just get round this roundabout, and yeah, I'm going to, as I say, I'll switch this back on again when I get nearly into Castle Acre. Talk to you soon. And those sheep are out. I'm now coming into Castle Acre. Oh, great. Always wet here. Just a little river. That's right, I'm going to take it steady. I don't know if you can see above that house is some of the castle ruins. Bit of a climb up here. This white place here with the big windows is that used to be the old shop. That was Peg. That was a family friend had that, and yeah, they actually moved the same day as we did. They moved up to London, and we moved through to near Newmarket. You got what they call the Bailey Gate. Now come and go underneath that. That's the Bailey Gate. Here's Castle Acre. We'll have a ride round. There's somewhere else I want to go first, which is basically the start of the story, and then we'll come back. You head down that little lane there to the castle. That's all changed. That used to be a little cabin, that shop. This hasn't changed much. It's alright, I'm just keeping a bit quiet. I'm just looking as I go through. So they got is that a chute? No, there's birds hanging up there. Yeah. This cottage here on the corner, the lady there, she used to keep a sweet box, and us as kids used to go down there and buy sweets and that off of her, and she'd restock the box with that, and that was the only shop we had, really. Yeah, this is where we used to live. My mate Alistair and his family used to live in this first one, and then it was Tim and his family, Rachel and Tina, and this first brown one here that you can see, that's where I used to live. 32, they put numbers on them now, and it was Mr. and Mrs. Church lived in that one, and friends Bridget, she lived in this one with her family. No, that was Helen lived in that one. Bridget lived in this end one. And yeah, we all used to play around there as kids and spend many happy hour. But there's some narrow roads around here, so I'll just take you up here and show you where another friend used to live. I'm friends with all these on Facebook, with all these people on Facebook, and if you watch this, you guys, that's just nice to say hello and a bit of nostalgia for you. I hope you watch it. You know, I don't know if you've been back this way. Alistair probably has, because he lives in Castle Acre. I think Tim lives out Colchester way. I'm not sure where the others live. I know Helen lives in Brandon, that place we just came through. And then this place here, this white one, is where Graham used to live. And I saw Graham last year. I hadn't seen him since we moved away. We've been friends on Facebook for a few years. But yeah, I met Graham at the Narborough show that I went to, and that was good to catch up with him again. So what we'll do, I'll head back to Castle Acre now. Oh bloody hell, have we got here? Mud. Yep, typical farming country this is. You get the farmers out on the roads, bring all the mud out, they don't clear it up. Very good. So good job I'm not speeding through here, but you never know what's coming around these corners. Could meet a bleeding great tractor, which wouldn't be the first time. Right, if we turn left here, that'll take me back up to Castle Acre. Now, strange how things, you know, when you move away, things never move out of your head. You know where you are. I mean, as I said, I moved away from here when I was 10 in 1974. So what were we in now? 1980? No, we're not in 1918. 2018. Told you I haven't got a clue what date it is. So therefore that would make me bloody old. Yep, bloody old. I know my brother was 50 last year. So yeah, where are them years gone? And you know, you still remember them like they were yesterday some of the times. Yeah, the good old days we call them. That's a nice bit of road through here. Nice bit of road. Yeah, that's why I've left my camera running. You don't have to speed and go mad to enjoy a piece of road. And this is one of them bits of road. Yeah, that scaffolding you can see up there there used to be an old water tower there, and I'll say back in the day when we lived here, there was a program on telly called Catweasel. Some of you can remember it, some of you probably can't. And my brother was convinced that that was where Catweasel lived, in that old tower. And yeah, we used to have a laugh about that. But yeah, they're back in Castle Acre. So as you can see, I didn't live too far away from it. And hello, looks like they're going to build in there now. That sounds about right. I'll take you down and show you where I used to go to school. I don't suppose I'll see anybody I know. As I say, I'm still friends with a few people on Facebook who, some of them I haven't seen for years. I know there's Dean. He lives in the village here. And as I say, there's my mate Alistair. I haven't seen him for a long while. I'm still in touch. He's not on Facebook, Alistair's not. But I'm in touch with his wife, Angie. She's on Facebook. This building straight in front of us, right opposite where that camper is parked, is the old primary school. And yeah, that's where I used to go to school. Got the Ostrich pub over there. It's just a nice little village. You know, there used to be a little shop in there. I think it was in that, where that white one is there. But just take you down and have a look at the castle while we're here. Yeah, there's the Bailey Gate. I can remember when I lived here, those houses over there, them new ones, they weren't there. There was just some old run-down places. And there used to be a little shop in one of these. I can't remember exactly which one it was now. And that's where we always used to get our sweets from when we was kids. Let's go down here and have a look. Probably won't be able to park. I don't know if this is still, but this used to be the old village hall. I think. Yeah, this used to be the old village hall. There's the castle. I shan't worry about going up the castle today or wandering around there. But yeah, I'll just pull into the car park and have a look. Sorry if I'm waffling on. That's just that you're trying to think of things to say and to make a video, and just bringing back memories, really. God, this is a bit shitty. Yeah, I can remember all this used to be all overgrown, and that was back in the early 70s that they started digging it all out and clearing all the trees and the bushes and getting it to what it is today. I had fires and all sorts of things over here. We used to come over here as kids. There's a wall over there. If you watch my other video, you'll see it. That's why I'm not going to go into too much detail. But there's a wall over the back there that we got my brother stuck up on when we was kids. There's a bridge over there that we can remember, not this here, but further over into the castle, that I can remember them building that, and we used to play on that. I think that went up in about 73. So yeah, they were the good old days. But yeah, it's right. I'm going to try and turn this thing round now in this horrible car park, and have a ride through the best of the village, and then probably head homewards again. Right, down over there is what they call the water meadows. How am I going to get through there? Bloody postman stuck in the way. That's what it's like around these little narrow villages. It's Newton Road, and I'll wait for this van. I think Alistair lives down here somewhere. Not 100% sure where. I think he lives down here somewhere. Got a funny feeling he's on one of these corners here. But Alistair, if you watch this, mate, it'd be nice to see you again. I hope that brings back a few memories for you as well. Right, what I'll do, this road I know will bring me out up on the Castle Acre bypass. Yeah. Yeah, there's a little village just further over. Sort of just over this way. It's called Newton. And you'll get on the side. Twat. And Dick Joyce used to live there. He used to have a little farm and whatnot there, where he used to film bygones and one thing and another. And he had an old sand pit. Well, my dad and his mate, that was the chap who owned the shop, they approached him and he let them rode the motorbikes over there, and they started up the Castle Acre and District Motorcycle Club. And they used to have well, it used to be called Scrambles back then, with the old twin shock motocross bikes. And yeah, that club was going for years, because when I was racing in the mid-80s, I actually went over there and raced as well. So yeah, so that's some good things that they done. And I know there was a lot of the people from the village, a lot of the kids had motorbikes and used to go down there. But that's like everything. Dick Joyce, he died, and I think that just fell by the wayside, you know, because I think probably the land was sold off and one thing and another. So right, I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope you've enjoyed that. A little bit of nostalgia for some of the people I mentioned, and yeah, it's nice just to have a look round my old places. You know, if you've enjoyed it, leave a comment, and a bit of a challenge for you. I say a challenge, a bit of a task, as I said earlier. If you're getting to a point where you think, what can I do a video about next? And you know, do like I've just done. Go over where you used to live, your village or your town, have a look, and do a video on it. You know, that would be worth watching, and because everybody's got childhood memories, good or bad. And I mean, as I say, these ones I've said about was all good, really. We had a good childhood. So yeah, that's me done anyway. I'm gonna head home now, and I might have a ride somewhere else, we'll see. But so you take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.